2005, Katrina. A powerful hurricane produces record storm surge in Mississippi. It's one of the deadliest natural disasters in our nation's history. During the recovery effort, Bill Wilson, a banker, leaves his family behind at their home in Atlanta and spends on and off more than a year in Moss Point on the Mississippi coast. His job? To rebuild his in-laws' house. At that time, Bill's only son, Evans, is 20 years old. Flash forward to 2017. Harvey, a Category 4 hurricane, hits South Texas, then stalls over Houston, where Evans Wilson now lives with his own family. Heavy rain dumps for days, and Harvey becomes one of the wettest storms in U.S. history. Evans' house, however, is one of the few in his neighborhood elevated enough to avoid major damages. 2020, the year of coronavirus. Millions of Americans, including Evans and Bill Wilson, are facing the unknown: how to prepare for a hurricane in the midst of social distancing.
When a storm comes in, the community usually chips in and helps each other. The neighborhood helps each other in getting boats out, preparing loose items so that they don't turn into missiles. And all that will have to be done by yourself this time.
Financially, it's tricky too. With workforces dwindling and need for work dwindling, I've received a pay cut. Things are more expensive. It's difficult to get work. Financially, it's always scary, especially considering the amount of damage a hurricane can do.
Both father and son are now preparing against the same threat, while the virus seems to have made the entire hurricane response and recovery playbook obsolete.
Things that you take for granted, like I'm going to run down to the hardware store and pick up this. Well, even those kind of decisions right now are difficult without a storm. Do I go down there? Can I be ensured that people respect the social distancing?
Social distancing is indeed the name of the game. But when faced with a major hurricane, that fear is doubled when thinking about the potential of having to escape storm surge and go to a shelter where you may be exposed to the virus.
It would terrify me to have to go into a shelter with a lot of proximity to other people in view of where we are right now with the flu.
Yeah, going to a shelter right now would be the most terrifying thing this time around. Because we have children now, we have a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. We're very health conscious with this pandemic, and we'll do whatever it takes to stay away from groups of people.
Hopefully the nightmare won't come true, but the family isn't taking any chances.
I feel like COVID is not too distracting that you can't prepare properly for a storm. There seems to be an abundance of time on our hands.